Hello and greetings to everyone. Today we will start with topic 5. Topic 5, abbreviated as T subscript 5. And in this topic we'll be treating measurements and units of measurements. Topic 5 we have metric system of measurement. This is topic 5, metric system of measurement. When we talk of metric system, we simply refer to the system of units developed in France in the late 1970s, which is still in use in the world of today. At the end of this topic, each and every one of you will have a very good mastery of the metric systems of measurement for various physical quantities like length, mass, volume, and time. Also, each and every one of you will be able to convert from one unit to the other within each system. Let's write this down. The name meter, when we hear metric is similar to meter. The name meter, which is a unit of measurement for length or distance. The name meter was given to the standard unit of length, the distance between 2 points. The unit is the system of units based on the meter was then called the metric system. This metric system is based on the base 10 system of counting of numbers. Let's write it down. It is a base 10 system. That means the counting is done in groupings of 10. Today, the metric system does not only refer to measurement of length, but also the measurements, also the measurements of mass, we have mass, area, volume, volume or capacity, time, and even temperature. Now we are going to take the first one, I. For I, we have length. Length. When we talk of length, length is simply the distance between. Length is simply the distance between two ends of a line segment. For example, this is a line. This is a line. I can mark these 2 points. This distance from here to here, let's call this point E, we call this other point B. The distance from the point E to the point B, this is length. Next, the length of an object, the length of an object is measured in meters. Meters is the SI unit for measuring distance or length. We measure length by using measure length by using a graduated, means it is to scale, a graduated ruler or a meter tape. For example, you can see my ruler. You can see the ruler is graduated. You can see this way we have inch. This is a unit of measuring length. This other way we have centimeters and millimeters. So these are them. So this ruler is graduated. It's 30 centimeters. This ruler can be used in measuring the length of an object. Next, let's continue. We have there are other units of measuring length. So the meters is not the only unit of measuring length. There are other units. We have smaller units and higher units for measuring length. There are other units for measuring length, such as the other units we have, such as we have the millimeter, double L, millimeter, and we abbreviate millimeter by making use of two m's, small m. We have the centimeter, It's abbreviated by using small cm. Next, we have the decimeter. Decimeter is abbreviated by using zm. Such. Next, we have the decameter. Decameter is abbreviated by using a capital D with a small m. Next, we have the hectometer. It's abbreviated by using a small h and a small m. And lastly, we have the kilometer. Kilometer is abbreviated by using km as such. So these are other units of measuring length. Let's take this down. The units commonly used. The units commonly used. That means the ones we are versed with, commonly used are the millimeters, centimeter, meter, and kilometer. These are the units we mostly make use of. Let me underline them. We measure very short distances. We measure very short distances in very small by making use of millimeters. You can see from 0 to 1, these are millimeters. 1 to 2 millimeters. So you will see 10 millimeters make 1 centimeter. Make use of millimeters and centimeters. Now we measure long distances. In meters and kilometers. Let's take this small heading which is on conventions. How we can change from one unit to the other, how we can change from meters to centimeters, centimeters to kilometers. Let's write this down. The units above can be interconverted. Can change from one unit to the other. I'll write this down with a red pen. They're very important. 10 millimeters. If you look at this, my ruler, I'm just from explaining. 10 millimeters. We count these small marks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 of them. 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. Next, 10 centimeter is equal to 1 decimeter. Next, 10 decimeters is equal to 1 meter. Let's economize space. Draw a line as such. We continue this way. Next, 10 meters is equal to 1 decameter. 10 decameters is equal to 1 hectometer. 10 hectometers is equal to 1 kilometer. You know this is very important. The next we have 1,000 meters. Let's take this one first. 1,000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. And lastly, 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So we'll be making good use of this. Now let's take an example. Example 1, question 1. You have to answer this. How many millimeters are there? How many millimeters are there in A? Question A, we have 11 centimeters. Question B, we have 3 meters. Take now question 2. Question 2 goes, how many meters, M is for meters, are there in question A? We have 40,000 millimeters. B, we have 60 decimeters. For C, we have 2,600 centimeters. Question 3 goes, convert the following. For A, we have 2,300 meters to kilometers. Question B, we have 4.5 kilometers to meters. And lastly, question C, we have 100,000 centimeters to kilometers. Okay, before we answer these questions, we are going to note this down. It is very important because we are going to make good use of it when answering the questions. Because to change from a lower unit to a higher unit, somehow we divide by powers of 10. For example, if we are to change from centimeters to meters, we are changing from a smaller unit to a higher unit, we are going to divide by powers of 10. While to change from a higher unit to a lower unit, we multiply multiply by powers of 10. So when we talk of powers of 10, you think of 10 itself, 100, 1000, 10,000, and so on. Now let's take solution. We answer the example. The first question, question 1 says, how many millimeters are there in 11 centimeters? If you take E, for E we have 11 centimeters. First, we know 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. For us to convert 11 centimeters, we are simply going to multiply both sides here by 11, by the constant 11. Since you know 11 times 1 centimeters is equal to 11 centimeters, we are going to multiply both sides by 11. 11 times 1 centimeters is equal to 11 times 10 millimeters. Let's continue by the side here. 11 times 1 centimeters will give us 11 centimeters is equal to 11 times 10 will give us 110 millimeters. We conclude therefore 11 centimeters is equal to 110 millimeters. The 11 centimeters, we have 110 millimeters. Next, now we go to question B. For B, we have 3 meters. First, we know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Next, we know that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Now, for us to convert 100, we need to change this 100 centimeters. We need to convert 100 centimeters. This is 100. We need to convert this to millimeters. So we don't know how many millimeters this is equal to. That's why there's a question mark here. Next, for us to convert 100 centimeters, we are simply going to multiply both sides here by 100. If you take 100 times 1 centimeters, it will be equal to 100 times 10 millimeters. This will give us 100 centimeters to be equal to 100 times 10 will give us 1000 millimeters. That means 100 centimeters in millimeters is equal to 1000 millimeters. Now we have been given 3 meters. Okay, now we know here from this, we know 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Then if we multiply both sides by 3, then then here multiply both sides by 3. This will give us 300 centimeters to be equal to 3 meter. Next, we need to change this 300 centimeters to millimeters. And for us to change 300 centimeters to millimeters, we are simply going to multiply both sides here by 3. This will give us 3 meters to be equal to, we know it is the size 300 centimeters. If you multiply both sides here by 3, which is equal to 3000 millimeters. Now we can conclude. Therefore, 3 meters is the same as 3000 millimeters. And you underline the answer. Next, now we go to question 2. In question 2, they are asking us how many meters are there in, we have for A, 40,000 millimeters. First, from question 1b above, we know that 1000 millimeters is equal to 100 centimeters, which is the same as 1 meter. I'll write it down. From 1b above, we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, which is the same as 1000 millimeters. Now we are to convert 40,000 millimeters to meters. I'll write this down in this form. 1000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter. Now we need to obtain 40,000 millimeters in meters. Here we need a number such that when we multiply 1000 by that number, we are going to obtain 40,000. We've discovered that if we multiply 1000 by 40, it gives us 40,000. We are going to multiply both sides here by 40. 40 times 1000 millimeters is equal to 40 times 1 meter. This will give us 40,000 millimeters to be equal to 40 meters. We conclude, therefore, if you are given 40,000 millimeters, it is the same as 40 meters. We underline the result. Next, now we go to question B. For B, we have been given 60 decimeter, and we have to find the number of meters here. First, we know that 10 decimeters is equal to 1 meter. We are going to make use of this. We know 10 decimeter is equal to 1 meter. Next, we know if we multiply both sides here by 6, because 6 times 10 is equal to 60. Take 6 times 10 decimeters. This will be equal to 6 times 1 meter. This will give us 60 decimeters to be equal to 6 meters. We conclude, therefore 60 decimeters is the same as 6 meters. We underline the result. Next, now we go to question C. For question C, we have 2,600 centimeters. You have to convert this to meters. First, we know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Now, for us to get the number of meters in 2,600 centimeters, we can simply divide both sides by 100, or we can take it this way. We know that if we multiply both sides here by 26, 26 times 100 will give us 2,600. If we multiply both sides by 26, this will give us 26 times 1 meter. This will give us 2,600 centimeters to be equal to 26 meters. Therefore 2,600 centimeters is equal to 26 meters. Or a shorter and faster way of getting it is simply by dividing both sides by 100. You can get it as such. Meters is simply the same as 2,600 divided by 100. And the unit will simply be meters. This will simply be equal to 26 meters. This is another way of getting it. Since we are changing from a smaller unit to a bigger unit. If we are changing from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, then we are going to multiply by a power of 10. Next, now we go to question 3. For question 3, it says convert the following. We have for E, we have been given 2,300 meters. We have to convert this to kilometers. First thing, we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. For us to convert 2,300 meters to kilometers, we are changing from a smaller unit to a bigger unit. So we are simply going to divide by this power of 10 here, which is 1,000. This will give us 2,300 over 1,000. Then the unit now will be kilometers. This will simply be equal to, we can write this down as 2,300.0. We are going to take the decimal point 3 places to the left. This power of 10 has 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3 will be here. So this will simply give us 2.3 kilometers. That's the solution. Next, we are to convert for B. We have 4.5 kilometers. We have to convert this to meters. In this case, we are changing from a higher unit to a smaller unit. So in this case, we are simply going to multiply by the power of 10. 4.5 kilometers in meters will simply be equal to, we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. So for us to change 4.5 kilometers to meters, we are simply going to multiply 4.5 by 1,000, and the unit will be meters. So this will simply give us, we are going to take this decimal point 3 places to the right. This will give us 1, 2, 3. Fix zeros here. So this will simply give us 4,500 meters. Next, now we go to question C. For question C, we have 100,000 centimeters. We have to convert this to kilometers. First thing, we need to start by converting the 100,000 centimeters to meters. From there, now we can easily change the result now to kilometers. If we take 1,000, first thing we know 100 centimeters, 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Changing from centimeters to meters, we are changing from a smaller unit to a higher unit. So in this case, we are going to divide. This will give us 100,000 245 centimeters to be equal to, we are going to divide 100,000 by, 100 centimeters gives us 1 meter. We are going to divide by 100. The unit here will simply be meters. And this will simply be equal to, gives us 1,000, gives us 1,000 meters. Next, we have to convert 1,000 meters to kilometers. We know that 1,000 meters is simply equal to 1 kilometer. And this 1,000 meters is equal to 100,000 centimeters. We can conclude, therefore, 100,000 centimeters is equal to 1 kilometer. We are done. Also, there are other units for measuring length. We are going to state them, like the foot. We have inch, we have yard, we have mile. Let's write it down. Also, there are other units for measuring length, such as, we are versed with these names, such as foot is denoted by using ft. Make use of foot. Make use of inch. For example, you can see inch on this my ruler. It is a unit of measuring length. Inch is abbreviated by using in as such, in. We also have yard. Yard is abbreviated by using yd, small y, small d as such. And we also have mile. Most often you will hear mile 1, mile 2, which is abbreviated by using mi. I'll write down some useful conventions too. 1 foot is approximately, when you see this symbol, it stands for an approximation. It's approximately 30.48 centimeters. 1 inch is approximately 2.54 centimeters. You can look at this my ruler. You will see it. This is 1 inch here. If you have to count the number of centimeters, you see 1, 2 point something. Next, we have 1 yard is approximately 91.44 centimeters, and lastly 1 mile is approximately 1609.344 meters. We are going to end by taking these exercises for application. Exercises for application. Those convert the following. Convert the following. For A, we have 400 centimeters to foot. Next, we have B, 120 foot to meters. C, we have 130 inches to centimeters. For D, we have 12 mile to kilometers. And lastly, E, we have 25 yard to meters. We are going to end here. In our next video, we are going to start by correcting this exercise for application before we treat area. Do well to like this video, share, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching.